In this video we are going to learn how to talk about origins and nationalities. In order to do that, we will need to learn the verb to be, ser, the names of some countries, países, and some nationalities, nacionalidades. We'll also need to learn how to make adjectives agree. That's because in Spanish, when you say something like, I am Spanish, the ending of the word Spanish will be different depending on if you're talking about a man or a woman, or if you're talking about one person or more than one person. So here is the conjugation of the verb ser, the verb to be in Spanish. In its singular, soy, I am, eres, you are, you singular are, es, he or she is, and in the plural, somos, we are, sois, you are, and son, they are. Next, for the names of some countries. To start off with, I'm just sticking to European countries. There are more here than you will probably commonly need to use. I'll just run through the pronunciation of some of them and where it might not be clear which countries they actually are, although many of them will look very familiar to English speakers. So we have Inglaterra, England, and reading down the left-hand column, Gales, Wales, Escocia, Scotland, Irlanda, Ireland, España, Spain, Francia, Alemania, Germany, Italia, Portugal, Malta, Bélgica, Belgium, Los Países Bajos, literally the low countries, so the Netherlands, Holland, La República Checa, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Suiza, which is Switzerland, Austria, Hungary, Bielorussia, which is Belarus, Montenegro, Suecia, not to be confused with Suecia, Sweden, Finlandia, Dinamarca, Denmark, Norway, Grecia, Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, Polonia, Poland, Ukraine, Ukraine, Macedonia, Russia, Turkey, Chipre, Slovenia, Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia y Herzegovina, Lithuania, Letonia, which is Latvia, and Estonia. So now we come to the key question, where are you from? Which in Spanish is ¿de dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? Notice that the Spanish has the word for from at the very beginning of the question. So its word arose from where, that's the question word donde with its accent on it, eres, from the verb ser that we've just seen, you are. From where are you? ¿De dónde eres? And here are some possible answers to that question using different persons of the verb to be. Soy de Inglaterra. So Spanish does this in a very similar way to English. I am, soy de, from Inglaterra. England, soy de Inglaterra, I'm from England. Mi padre es de Escocia. My father is from Scotland. Somos de España. We are from Spain. Mis padres son de Alemania. My parents are from Germany. Notice that the Spanish word for parent is simply the word for father made plural. Mis padres son de Alemania. One very important thing to remember here, of course, is to include the word de. We're about to meet in the next slide the adjectives English, soy inglés. It's very important to distinguish between Inglaterra and inglés, and when we're saying I am from England, to include the word de. Obviously saying I am England or I am from English is not going to make sense. So, soy de Inglaterra, I am from England. If we were answering the question from the previous slide, ¿de dónde eres?, we might well say soy de Inglaterra, but we might also say soy inglés. Soy inglés. I am English. Very strictly, I suppose this is the answer to the question, what is your nationality? ¿De qué nacionalidad eres? In order to answer this question, again we're going to use the verb to be, soy, in this case I am, and use an adjective. So rather than saying from England, I'm going to say soy inglés, I am English. I've got adjectives grouped in two columns here. One set of adjectives of nationality end in an O, that's these ones here. So you can see we have Italiano, Suizo, Swiss, Noruego, Norwegian, Checo, Czech, Polacco, Polish, Russo, Russian, Austriaco, Austrian. If a man is talking, he would say soy italiano, I am Italian. But if a woman was saying the same thing, she would say soy italiana. The feminine form of the adjective ending in O ends in an A. Italiano, italiana. There is another group of adjectives, though, on the right, over here, which end in consonants. So español in L, francés, inglés, escocés, danés, portugués, a very common ending there, in S, and also German, Alemán, ending in N, all of these ending in consonants. The feminine form of adjectives of nationality ending in a consonant is slightly different. An A is added to the end of the adjective to make it feminine, española, as opposed to replacing the O at the end of italiano. Notice also that in the many adjectives of nationality ending in a consonant that have an accent on the last syllable, francés, inglés, alemán, etc., that in the feminine this accent has disappeared. Francesa, no accent. Inglesa, no accent. Alemana, no accent. So finally, in this video we come to look at the same statements but in the plural. So at the top we have the question, ¿de qué nacionalidad sois? That's to say, asking the same question to more than one person. What is your nationality, all of you? And the answer to that question would begin with somos, we are. Again, I have my two groups of adjectives ending in an O. We can see that's to make these plural in both the masculine and the feminine forms. We have simply added an S. So if more than one Italian man was talking about his nationality, a group of Italian men were talking about their nationality, they would say, we are Italian, somos italianos. Or if it was a group of Czechs, they would say, somos checos. If all the people in that group, however, were female, they would say, somos italianas. We are Italian, a group of Italian women. Or for a group of Russian women, somos rusas. When I come to look at the adjectives of nationality on the right hand side, the ones that ended in consonants, I see that in order to make the masculine version of the adjective plural, I have added es to the word español, so that a group of male Spaniards talking about themselves would say, somos españoles. Somos españoles. We are Spanish. A feminine form of this adjective, though, adds an as in the plural. So if more than one female Spaniard were talking about herself, the group would say, somos españolas. We are Spanish, if all the people in the group were feminine. So there we go, a quick recap. That we have learnt how to use the verb to be in this video. Soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. Have looked at the names of some European countries, and have seen two ways in which we can talk about nationality or origin. Remember that we can say soy de Inglaterra, I am from England, or soy Ingles, I am English, but not to confuse the two different ways of saying this. Remember not to say that you are England or that you are from English.